Hi everyone, my name is Ashnita Maxton. I am a third year PhD candidate at Texas Tech University. The title of my poster is Association Between Spirituality and Suicidal Behavior Among Adult Children of Alcoholics as Mediated by Depression and Psychic. The purpose of our study is to examine the association of multiple dimensions of spirituality with suicidal behavior among college students who are ACOAs as mediated by depression and psychic. The research estimates that 1 in 4 children under the age of 18 lives with a family member who misuses alcohol. Adult children of alcoholics, or ACOAs, often face challenges from parental alcohol use, thus increasing their risk of depression and suicide attempts. Children raised in an alcoholic home may carry on the problematic outcomes of their family environment into their future relationships, thus passing on the dysfunctional home environment. Research also shows that parental alcohol use is linked to poor parenting practices, including inadequate supervision, lack of affection, high criticism or hostility, which significantly increases the risk of lifetime suicide attempts in affected children. Although religiously oriented spirituality is consistently associated with less suicidality, evidence suggests that other aspects of spirituality may help examine the spirituality-suicidality association. Our general hypothesis was that multiple dimensions of spirituality, which are ritualistic, theistic, and existential spirituality, would be associated with lower levels of depression and psychic, leading to less suicidal behavior. There were 349 undergraduate college students, ACOA college students, who completed a set of self-report measures. The mean age of the sample was 21.78 years, and 68.2% of our sample were females and 31.8% males. In terms of ethnicity, 87.1% people, they said that they were white. Serial mediation and analytical techniques consistent with HAES were used in this study. We used the right measure of spirituality, which categorizes spirituality into 3 dimensions, which is ritualistic, theistic, and existential spirituality. And we used that measure. We also used the Depression Anxiety Stress Scale, which is the DAS-21, and we only used the depression subscale of that measure. We measured psychic using the psychic scale, suicidal behavior questionnaire revised, adult children of alcoholics index, and the children of alcoholics screening test. The ACOA status for the cast was at a cutoff of 6. So our results showed that our model accounted for 51% of the variance in suicidal behavior, including 40% of the variance attributable to the mediators. The results largely indicated that theistic spirituality was associated with a lower level of suicidality or suicidal behavior, whereas ritualistic spirituality was associated with a greater level of suicidal behavior among ACOA college students. Ritualistic spirituality was associated with a higher level of depression and psychic, which in turn were associated with more suicidal behavior. On the other hand, theistic spirituality was associated with lower levels of depression and psychic, which in turn were associated with less suicidal behavior. And lastly, existential spirituality did not significantly impact suicidal behavior through depression or psychic. Overall, depression and psychic were depression and psychic mediated the association between ritualistic spirituality and theistic spirituality and suicidal behavior among ACOA college students. This study demonstrated that having more theistic spirituality can be beneficial as it is associated with less suicidal behavior through its association with depression and psychic. On the other hand, the association of ritualistic spirituality with suicidal behavior was deleterious or harmful in the context of depression and psychic among college students who are ACOAs. The findings of our study highlight the potential role of theistic spirituality in mitigating depression, psychic, and suicidal behavior among ACOAs. Nuanced spirituality-based interventions could provide valuable tools to reduce suicide risk among college students with a family history of alcohol problems. Some of the limitations of our study were that it was a cross-sectional data. We had undergraduate students only. We had self-report data, and our sample was demographically homogeneous. The references are available upon request for this poster. And thank you so much for listening to me. And I look forward to any questions or feedback.